Hi, welcome to What We're Watching. I'm Jaden,
I'm Elisa.
and here we dive into the latest shows, movies, and everything in between, sharing our thoughts, reviews, and must-watch recommendations. So today, we are doing another directed by episode, and this time it is directed by Christopher Nolan. We're gonna get into that. But before we get into that, few housekeeping notes. So again, we are part of the Live Podcast Network. It's a great network and community of other Black podcasters. And we were recently guests. This is our first time being guests on the Saucy But Sweet podcast, hosted by Allie. We had a great time there, great conversation, great experience. Go check out her podcast, check out the episode that we were on, and look through, check out some other podcasters. Like I said, it's very diverse with the topics and things people talk about. So there's bound to be something that you're interested in. And yeah, if you want to support us, you can download the app, subscribe, and let them know that you want to support us. Yes, YouTube. We are on YouTube. So if you're listening to this on audio, it's also going to be available on YouTube, our directed by series. This is episode 2. So go back, go to YouTube, check out episode 1, check out this one. And also you can be updated on my American Film Institute's Greatest 100 American Movies Challenge. I've been doing little update shorts on that. So if you want to check out my progress with that, you can also find that on YouTube. Subscribe at What We're Watching Podcast. And of course, follow us on Instagram at WWWatchingPod.
Yay, good stuff.
Okay, so yes, Christopher Nolan. So you were the final decision on who we were doing this next directed by episode.
Yes.
I kind of pitched Christopher Nolan mainly because the Odyssey was coming out. Well, I pitched it. You were the final decision.
I remember it differently. I'm sorry.
Why'd you choose Christopher Nolan?
Because the Odyssey was coming out.
Okay.
And I have my list. Like if y'all remember on the last one, you gave me sole responsibility of choosing. And when I decided on Christopher,
but when we had the conversation, this is not on air or whatever. We had a conversation.
I'm just saying I don't remember that.
And I was like, what about Christopher Nolan? I still was like, it's your decision, but I thought about that because with the Odyssey. And I was really interested in the superhero aspect of it.
Yeah.
On how I feel like his contribution with the Dark Knight trilogies really kind of elevated superhero movies as a whole. And I'm really into that.
Right.
And so definitely want to have that conversation. But I
just remember it differently because
you're like
honestly, when I'm going through my notes of when I was
conversation,
I really don't. I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, we landed on Christopher Nolan. We both couldn't be more ecstatic about it. But I remember trying to figure it out. I was going through my favorite directors and minority directors, and then I thought Christopher. So I remember you being like on board with, but I don't remember a conversation before that you pitching Christopher Nolan. But it's like I said, great choice. We're both happy with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, continue. Sorry.
Okay, so yeah, Odyssey, great things. Really enjoyed it, and then like I said, I was really interested in the superhero conversation. We're gonna definitely get more into that. But yes, he's been around the last one of great filmmakers the last 20 something plus years. And I feel like really his technical achievements is one of the main highlights in in his storytelling. He writes a lot of his stuff too. So we'll definitely get more into that. But before we do, Elisa, what are you watching? I feel like it's been so long. Let's hear.
Has it? So I saw Spider-Man.
Okay, I did too.
Funny story.
Brand new day.
If you can indulge me for a minute. Jaden always sees the Marvel movies like the Thursday before they're released on the Friday. It's been a tradition of you and your husband's for what?
I know, we've been together like 6 years.
Yeah,
I guess
forever,
6
right?
years.
Well, I was on Fandango and I saw a deal for Amazon Prime members to get pre-sale tickets on Wednesday. So I couldn't wait to do it and then rub it in her
I've seen it before.
And then rub it in her face that I got to see it way before her. So I made such a big thing about it. And then Wednesday came and I had another engagement that happened at 6:30. The movie was at 7. I was like, oh, I'll have time to just pop in and then leave. And I never got to leave, so I missed it. So she actually saw it before me. But I saw it and it was fantastic.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think how to word this with. Best Tom Holland Spider-Man?
Which one is my...
Do you think it's the best Tom Holland Spider-Man?
I think it's up there. I still like No Way Home.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And
But with that having the 3, take that one out because I feel like that had with the 3 Spider-Man.
Yeah, but it was still the Tom Holland of it all for me.
I get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you liked it.
I did. I loved it. I loved it.
Okay.
Loved it. I will say I felt cheated at the end. Like, how dare they make me sit for that? Like,
Max.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Funny, every time I watch a Tom Holland Spider-Man, I'm reminded of when we saw No Way Home.
Oh, and KK got us.
Yes, because they show that scene in Spider-Man. So I turned to my friend and I was like, okay, this is hilarious. But, at the scene after Aunt May died and she gets up to go to the bathroom and we're all like, what are you doing? And she's like, it was just a big climax. Nothing's going to happen.
And we're literally trying to sit out. But I think, she's.
And so when she came back, we were all like, you missed the reveal. But yeah.
It's because I saw it before. I think I saw that one in theaters like 3 times.
Yeah, you saw it before we did. So you had the biggest eyes of like, don't leave.
Yeah, I literally told her, I was like, just wait.
Yeah, we didn't.
No, it's fine. I'm like,
she literally said, it was just a climax. It's fine. Yeah. We're like, they're not. Yeah, they're not going to do anything. That was funny. I still laugh about that. That's hilarious. Spider-Man. Yeah, it was great. There was a moment though where I was like, I want to see the Odyssey again.
Really? So
you know which moment?
The boat
when they were all 3 right there, because they were all 3 in the Odyssey.
All 3 who?
Frank.
Oh, Zendaya. Yeah. Oh, okay. Then I'm like,
yeah. I was
Damon. Is this?
No. They were just all talking, and I was like, oh, I want to see the Odyssey again.
The bow pluck, whatever.
Oh, we're talking about the Odyssey?
No, we're not. But you said the Odyssey, and that I could watch that scene over again. But I want to ask you, okay, I asked Xavier this too. You have 1 ticket, 1 chance to see 1 movie again. From Odyssey or Spider-Man. No.
Oh.
What are you gonna go see? You're like, you have 1 chance.
That's a really good question because they're both great movies. Someone gives me a free ticket. Which one would I see again? The Odyssey, hands down.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Okay. He said the same thing. I say Spider-Man.
The Odyssey, like the delicious moments in the Odyssey. And not even the both, but when he like does that thing where he's going to connect, it's a big, like a thing. And it's like, Matt Damon, stop it. You're reminding me of Jason Bourne all over again. He hadn't looked like that in decades. But yeah, so Spider-Man, fantastic.
Yes. I do like this one too. And a lot of people have said this with this Tom Holland Spider-Man. We're finally getting like a solo Spider-Man movie. I know there was a lot of people in it, a lot of stuff happening, but it's really him like without the Avengers. I mean, he's going to them for help, but like he's trying to navigate this himself. He doesn't have Iron Man to talk to. He doesn't have Nick Fury to try to talk to. It's just he doesn't have the other 2 Spider-Man kind of mentoring him. He kind of mentors. Spoiler alert: we get Sadie Sink's character reveal. Spoiler alert if you really don't know who she is, or like it's been said, it's been speculated, but Jean Grey, he's kind of like her mentor figure in helping her navigate that. So I really kind of like that, seeing him grow up. I feel like it's just bittersweet though too, because I feel like Tom Holland, like knowing the real life, I feel like he's almost done playing Spider-Man, but also it's like what they say with Wolverine is like you're gonna be you're 90.
Wolverine,
like he's been playing Spider-Man for like 10 years.
Yeah. I will say what you just described as far as the character arc for him in this era of Spider-Man, I get Tobey Maguire vibes because, again, Tobey Maguire was the solo Spider-Man. He kind of had to navigate it. So, like, all of the inner stuff that he's having dealing with, it reminds me.
This is the first real Spider-Man we get from Tom.
It reminds me of Tobey Maguire's second Spider-Man when he was living by himself and that isolated apart. Yeah, and having to watch the love of his life, be with somebody else. But also, the Jean Grey thing, I did not know that.
Oh, really?
I had no clue. So just imagine. No. So I'm sitting there, and my friend did not know why I got so excited when that. I was like,
"That's hilarious."
Yeah, but it was great. It made it that much better. So yeah, that was a fun watch. Okay. The next thing I watched, I waited until this to tell you because I couldn't wait to tell you.
Okay.
So inspired from our recent podcast with Allie, Saucy but Sweet.
Okay.
We talked about The Polygamist.
So I watched it. All of it?
In its entirety.
Did you really?
All of it.
What?
All of it.
Okay.
I get it. I get it. But we did have a conversation about, because, we watch and we don't judge. And she's like,
she's like, we listen and we judge.
We listen and we judge. And she said, The Polygamist, are you judging? And my answer was strictly from not seeing it. But I had the privilege of hanging out with some ladies from different African countries, and they are familiar with this aspect of the African culture. And they were like, yeah, we're very familiar with this. And it's just in this way, it's a way of men justifying cheating. You know, some cultures, that's what they do. But when I tell you, like somebody made the statement of this movie or this show had them in a chokehold, I get it. And I would not recommend it for you.
Yeah, well, I saw like the first episode.
Right, don't watch anymore.
Okay. Trust. And yeah, in his aspect, like, and we kind of got on the bandwagon or the idea of like, if it's the right guy,
if it's the right thing, if they're all agreed.
Yes, but this guy, no. Yeah.
Well, there's so much more to it than what you saw.
From what I saw, he seemed kind of terrible and just controlling and more, you know.
And that was just the first episode. It gets way worse.
Exactly. So yeah, for him,
but in an interesting way. And the funny thing is, Kimberly kept asking, he's only married to her. Why is it called The Polygamist? Why is it? And then I don't even remember the episode where we figured it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, just we'll have coffee and I'll run it through. But yeah,
it's funny. Speaking of like men justifying cheating too, it kind of made me when you said that. Even though I guess it wasn't to justify cheating, but remember Salt Lake City when it was you saw them from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. One of the old housewives, she's not on there anymore.
Jen.
The
Asian, yeah, Jenny. Her husband wanted another wife.
Yeah,
because he wanted more kids.
Baby. He was like, "What about polygamy?" She's like, "You did not just say that to me." But I'm like, not that he wanted it for cheating purposes. He just wanted more kids. But it's just like that is like they kind of wanted.
Jonasi was already cheating, so that's why I was like.
But it's just it's like kind of like you said, an excuse for something else. Yeah, just to not, Yeah.
Oh yeah. But entertaining, yes, like the typical soap opera. Absolutely. We watched it in a weekend and it was great.
That's funny.
I enjoyed it. I'll tell you about it. Another thing that I started watching, so I've been watching Young Sheldon.
Okay.
And the reason I love Young Sheldon is because
you watched that new thing on HBO Max with Stewart Save the
World. Not yet. I'm going to though.
Is it Stewart?
Okay. Stewart, yeah, something like that. I thought it was a movie, but it's actually a series.
Oh wow! So, yeah, I thought it was like a short movie.
And I'll make this quick because I know you want to get to what you're watching. But Young Sheldon,
I'm sorry. It's just like I got scared. Like, what is it?
Okay, back it up. Young Sheldon reminds me of my childhood because. Like everything about it, working class family, they eat breakfast together, the parents pack them lunch, they go off to school, they eat dinner together, like the TV shows, the food, everything about Young Sheldon reminds me of my childhood. The only difference is we were black, they're white, whatever. But all of the late 80s, early 90s things. And Missy, Sheldon's sister,
the same age?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to find out. Yeah. But Missy, Sheldon's sister, was watching shows like, Fresh Prince, and they watched Who's the Boss. Cute. And then she got into Beverly Hills 90210. Mm-hmm. And she was trying to explain to Sheldon, because Sheldon is horribly bad at like social cues and understanding how people feel.
Have autism?
I don't think that's ever been said. No.
I thought it's been said in Big Bang Theory though.
No, they always say he's special. He's like, no, my mother had me tested. So no.
Oh,
Sheldon is just not a nice person. He doesn't like people. No.
So he's never confirmed he doesn't have OCD or something? Because with the knocks?
No, that's because he once walked in on his parents. That gives people time to put their pants on. That's why he knocks 3 times, because if somebody's doing something, they got time to put their pants on.
Okay.
Like there's reasons behind. Sheldon has quirks, so there's reasons behind that, and he's a genius. So really, that's Sheldon. But like I said, Missy watches everything. Yeah. So he was she got grounded, and she wanted to watch 90210. And he wouldn't let her because she was in trouble, and he was gonna tell on her if she did. So she made him watch it, and he was explaining it, but he couldn't explain like, was somebody happy or sad or whatever. And so then she told him like, the music, listen to the music if it's happy. So then he was like, oh, all that makes sense. So anyway, them watching 90210 and like remembering all the music cues and the teenage angst, which these were grown people playing teenagers. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow, it's been a while since I've watched that. So I started watching 90210 again, and it's good. It makes me smile, but it's
What's
lame.
The one that KK watched? It was like the new school, new age.
It was 90210.
Oh, just like a continuation.
Not
same name.
Same name.
Like it was
same
like they're
era.
like the parents.
Well, a few of them played parents. Like Jenny Garth came back as a parent.
Yeah.
Silver, her little sister in 90210, she played. Yeah. So it was like a new kids and some related to the old kids. Yeah.
Which continuation still called 90210.
Still called 90210. Okay. Yeah. But when I say I'm enjoying watching 90210, I'm in season one. It's so lame, but I can't wait to get to like what I actually remember because I don't remember a lot of this origin stuff. And one thing I realized now that I didn't growing up watching it, Jason Priestley was the star. It was like right now season one, the show Brandon Walsh. Wait, did you ever watch it?
I've seen it, but like
yeah, like Luke. I remember Luke Perry being the heartthrob, Dylan. But watching it now,
yeah, like I know
Brandon
the three wasn't kind of like almost like a little love triangle, or there's
well,
like
yeah,
a three,
Dylan,
four, yeah,
Brenda,
and then my girl from was she in the show that Kim likes?
Don't say Tori Spelling.
No, what's the show with the witches?
Oh, Shannon Daughtery.
Yeah, but she,
Charmed.
I knew her from Pretty Little Liars. She played one of the moms.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, 90210, it's fun and I'm enjoying it. But that's it. I got me and Zoe's next watch, but I'll save that for next time.
Like what
I watched it.
What is it? Just tell me.
Y'all will probably watch it because it's one of your favorites.
Cinderella.
No, close.
Little Mermaid with the black girl.
No.
Oh. It was really funny.
What's close to Cinderella? That's not Cinderella.
Snow White.
Ella Enchanted.
Oh yeah, we've seen that.
I know.
It's been a while though.
Yeah.
But it was funny because so she gets stuck on stuff and she wants to watch over and over and over again. And lately, we were doing the High School Musical. Got so tired of High School Musical.
I'm sorry.
Then we started The Brother, The Lion King, and then the Mufasa. Been watching those two movies back and back. Like
Lion King, Mufasa, like
yes,
yeah.
Because she wants brother. They're both brother to her. I think she thinks they're the same movie. But I was like, let's watch something else. I was like, let's watch. You want to watch a mermaid movie? She's like, yeah. So I was gonna put on Little Mermaid, but I was like, let's put on the one with the black girl.
You said that just like that.
I did not say that. I was thinking that. I didn't
say Haley?
Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey. You said Halle Berry.
I did not say Halle Berry.
Oh, okay.
I think I was getting there, really, because I was like, let me not just call it the black girl. But I'm like, oh, let's watch this one. Little black girl. Maybe she'll like this one. Not enough mermaids for her. The whole time she's like, I want mermaids. I want mermaids.
Yeah, because they're like,
because the beginning it starts with them on the ship, and she was like, where's the mermaids? I want mermaids. I'm just like, wait. Then you get all the daughters. Okay, we're good. Then Ariel gets her legs. I want mermaids. So I'm like, just watch. Yeah. Just be quiet. There's music. Listen to me. She when a good song comes on too, she good. Yeah. But we made it through the whole movie.
Okay.
She was in and out.
I'll have to remember that.
Maybe we'll try the animated one. I don't know if she's seen it yet, probably, but yeah, it's just funny because I'm like, we need to watch something different. Mermaids. Yeah. Okay, what did I watch?
Jaden.
Oh, I thought you already asked me.
I don't think I did.
I don't know.
What are you watching?
A few things, quite a bit. I know. We went to saw Spider-Man. Watched a lot of Christopher Nolan preparation for this, so really excited to get into that. Also been watching X-Men 97. Going back
animated.
Yes, I really enjoy this show, and it's really just like kind of this true comic book show. Right now they're kind of doing like the Apocalypse run, going with that story, really honing in on the Summers family, and I just love speaking of soap operas, the X-Men are like a soap opera, and this show is just really good. You really just the emotion and the relationships and
does the music match? But that's a soap opera. You got to have that.
I mean, there's music. I don't really pay that much attention to it.
Okay.
Because a lot of times it's second nature, but you can feel like I'm a feelings type person.
Yeah.
So the music goes along with the feelings, and so I feel it. I don't really hear it a whole lot of the time sometimes. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Highly recommend it if you like those types of things, like like superheroes, looking for a good show to watch, don't mind animated, because some people are like animation.
Yeah, that's the thing that gets it for me, like animated. Not that I'm against animated things, but like X-Men 97 animated, no.
Yeah, and see, it's kind of like a reboot of the old cartoon,
which I loved
in the 90s.
Yeah,
so
I may like it. I don't know. If my brother tells me to watch it, I'll watch it.
I'm really loving it, and just like I said, I'm liking the characters, I'm liking the relationships. And I'm just like, I wish the live action ones was
as intense. But you can do more with animation.
But just the way, that too, like the way these characters are, and the show's only like a couple episodes, it's the second season, but just the way they're developed, and you get so much of them and who they are and their character, and so how complex they are.
Yeah.
I feel like it does not translate in some of the ones we have. But now that, the MCU has the X-Men, maybe they'll take a little different route. I don't know. But just some of the stuff, like even, I don't know, Rogue's character, you just get more with their relationships. And yeah, so I'm just really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Started 5-star. I know I talked about it, kind of started it 5-star weekend, watched a little bit more of it. And honestly, it's just giving me all the vibes. I'm just like ready to be a woman in my 40s having a little like get together. I know,
Girl,
right?
can
I'm
I
like,
tell you, 40s is.
and just like her, like that is not my dream, but like girls trip, making an itinerary, making the food, making themed dinners.
Yeah.
She had a dress code for
Oh my
people,
gosh, here we go.
right? Like, and they
Yeah.
followed it.
Just remember this when you actually get in your 40s because your kids will be older. They don't, and that's why it's fun. Like if you didn't have kids later in life and you had them at a young age, by the time
I
you
do
get
my
to
little
40,
parties now.
no, I know, but it's
Yeah.
different. You still you have to. I don't, so I get it. What you're describing, I get it because it's
like,
fun. Like I spent the last weekend at a bridal shower in Dallas.
I'm telling you, me and Zoe, I think we're doing the cowgirl theme birthday party. So be prepared.
Absolutely,
everyone.
I love that.
I was about to start being, if you don't follow the dress code, I'm just kidding now.
No, you're not. He's not kidding.
But yeah, and I mean, there's more to it because I don't know if you know the plot, but her husband dies, and so she's kind of
Jennifer Garner.
Yes, love her, love the whole cast.
She plays a widowed character quite often.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know what
she played that in that one movie with Timothy Oliphant. Her spouse died. She played in. I got to think about it. There's a few more, but yeah.
And like I said, she's kind of bringing someone from different part of her lives. Got the high school like friend that you grew up with, knew since they were like little girls, college friend. Work/mom friend that she met later in life because their kids grew up together. So kind of know her in that aspect. And then, so she's also I don't know if you call her influencer. She's like does online videos. She's a cook. Got a cookbook going out, kind of has it following online. So one person's a fan. That's the Gemma Chin character. Not sort of a fan.
Oh, yeah, like from Eternals.
Who reached out to her online. And there was like something going on with that I realized I was like, oh my goodness, the drama. But I just love just their acting and just the vibes. And
I may have to check it out.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
And nice. I'm like, do I want to be a woman in my 40s?
No, don't rush it.
I know, right? It's like, no.
Enjoy your 20s.
But yeah. Because, they're going through stuff. Like, it seems all nice and stuff. But yeah. Okay, Christopher Nolan. Okay, so first I want to ask, how would you kind of describe Christopher Nolan, like his work and as a director, to someone who knows nothing about him? And like, say this is someone that just saw the Odyssey and like, Christopher Nolan, who's this guy?
I will say this was probably the most fun. Where Steven Spielberg was nostalgic, this was fun. So. And
is his movies better than Steven?
Well, I don't like to compare them because where Steven Spielberg is like a favorite director for me, Christopher Nolan is an important director for a lot of reasons. He believes in the experience. And that's one thing I can respect about him. But like one thing I've learned from his movies, because some movies I watched and didn't know they were Christopher Nolan, but he wants to like challenge you to think and try to solve something. And as a puzzle connoisseur, I love that. You know what I mean? Okay. Like it gets me every time. So,
what was like your first Christopher Nolan film that like, how did you get introduced to him?
Okay. So my first Christopher Nolan film that I watched was Memento.
Knowing it was him or not knowing?
Did not know that it was him. Right. So that was here. And I loved it. That made me love Guy Pearce.
You watched it like when it came out? Or
I watched it like over like 20 years ago.
Okay,
yes,
when it came out. Okay.
Maybe a few years after it came out. Yeah, because I didn't go to the movies to see it. I had a child. Okay. That wasn't when we saw it together. The first movie that I saw that I knew that was Christopher Nolan, what introduced me to him, Inception. And I loved Inception because talk about a puzzle and trying to figure it out. Yeah, so that was the first one, and I'm like, interesting, And then there's a couple more thrown in that I watched and didn't know Christopher Nolan, and then thinking back, like, of course, that's all of Nolan. But yeah, so those two.
So my Nolan experience came from, Batman. Anything superhero I'm kind of into, and watched the Dark Knight series. I don't know, I probably didn't watch it when it came out because I was a kid, and honestly, the Joker scared. I do remember watching it when I was younger. Joker scared me. I was like, I'm not gonna touch this. Came back to it, but Batman, I kind of knew it was Nolan, but I didn't know who Christopher Nolan
Right.
was, you
Yeah.
know, and like, oh no. So that's like literally only thing I've seen. And then Tenet. And honestly, what drew me to Tenet was John David Washington.
Yeah.
Because I was like, ooh, Denzel Washington's son, let me see what he's talking about. So I saw Tenet, love Tenet. I still love Tenet. Tenet is like my
Tenet
favorite.
was not one of my favorites.
And
I
I
had to
mean,
watch it twice. And I got it the second time, but now I don't remember
I
again.
mean, I watched it like 4 times just because I loved it.
Yeah.
And, you know, knew it was Christopher Nolan. Like I said, again, didn't know like, ooh, Christopher Nolan. Like, it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
But so all of these movies, like literally in the past, I don't know, 2 weeks in preparation for this, I saw.
You saw his style?
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, so yeah, I knew Batman movies. Okay, love, really great. And like I said, superhero talk, really interested to get in that conversation. And then saw Tenet, loved it, great. Okay, so I knew all of this stuff of like the things that he's done, but I haven't seen any of them. So I'm saying now, but in the past 2 weeks, I saw The Prestige, I saw Interstellar, I saw Inception, loved Inception, and I saw Dunkirk. I was about to pull up Memento because it's on Hulu, but just time.
Yeah.
So yeah, literally saw like, what was that, 4 movies? And then I was gonna do Oppenheimer, but again, time. It was just,
that was one I had
like you said, I got the gist. Really love The Prestige. Like I loved them all except for Interstellar. I think it was the space of it all.
I loved Interstellar. Like I said, it was like Event Horizon meets Gravity, and the performances, and Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway. Yeah, I watched Interstellar twice, not because I didn't get it, because I enjoyed it that much.
I feel like his movies, I've heard a lot of people say like his movies are ones that you gotta like watch twice.
Yeah, I've watched every single one twice to get it. Me and
not
Poppy,
necessarily even to get it, but kind of just, I don't know.
Just because enjoy, like this.
But that too, but yeah.
The moment I finished the Odyssey, I literally wanted to see it again and bought tickets to see it again.
Did you see it again?
No, because we couldn't make it work. But I'm still gonna see it.
Busy lady.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I'm in.
Yeah.
I do want to see Oppenheimer. I'm probably gonna go back and watch Memento. I watched the Batman, rewatched them just to prepare for this. So I saw Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and so I'm gonna watch The Dark Knight Rises again.
The Memento,
but I'm on the Nolan train. What do they call him? I don't know. Whatever his fan base is.
Yeah,
kind of.
Memento. One thing that drew me to Memento was one of my favorite Seinfeld episodes is the one that starts backwards.
Okay.
And goes. Have you ever seen that one?
I don't think so.
Really?
I mean, if I did, I didn't.
Yeah, it starts at the end and then tracks its way backwards to the beginning, and it was so ahead of its time in the sitcom era to do something like that.
What's really funny, my introduction or whatever of Memento is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Love that show.
Finished, but okay. Well, I was saying that's how Memento is. It starts at the end and then it rewinds. But go ahead. Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. They have an episode. So there's a character called Pimento. And it's that guy that plays him. I can't think of his name.
Andy?
No. Sadek? No.
Andy Samberg?
No, it's the no, it's not one of the main characters.
Oh.
But he's a known person, has been in a lot of stuff. But anyway, so like say he would pop in and out, and one day he popped in and they're like, his name's Pimento. They're like, Pimento, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know. I woke up, this happened, whatever. So they're literally, it's like Memento. And he was like, and the main guy, Andy Samberg, main guy, was like, it's like Pimento's Memento. Yeah. I think that was the name of the episode. So they literally kind of went, they did a similar thing, trying to figure out him like piecing together. Yeah, that too. Him kind of piecing together what happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, going back. So I kind of knew of the story and kind of knew that he does like to play with time, especially with Tenet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just.
I think there's a scene from Memento that haunts me, and it's been so long I can't remember if it's. But I think it's one where a nail. Right. Yeah.
I don't. Eyes. I can't do eyes.
I think that's that, but I don't know. But yeah, it's been, like I said, decades since I've watched Memento, so I may give it a rewatch.
Yeah, I think it's on Hulu.
Okay.
They haven't taken it out. So yeah, starting with Christopher Nolan. I found it just really interesting. I didn't realize he was British either. When I mean, I think I knew later on. Like I said, I knew of him, but I didn't like know of him.
Sure.
And so I'm just like, oh,
yeah.
So studied English literature, and he really kind of got into film, as what I heard from like Star Wars in like 2001: A Space Odyssey,
Mhm.
and will kind of just make little shorts using with his little action figures and things like that.
Kimberly just watched that movie, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
I
She
know that's
does not get it. She was like, "This is I
probably
don't."
not. And see,
I'm
that's
gonna
on
watch
my
it. She
list.
wants me to watch it. We should watch it together.
Yeah,
We
because it's
never
on the
watch stuff
list.
together. We always say, "Oh, let's but
I know.
But yeah, I told her this weekend I'm
space
gonna
is-
watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Okay. And so yeah, his debut feature film, Following. Have you seen that one?
I have not seen that one.
Okay. Apparently he made that very low budget. It was black and white, kind of like a noir thriller. And like it was so low budget. I think we would say it was like only like $5,000, $6,000,
Mhm.
or a couple, and like he made it only on the weekends because I want to say I think he was either still in school or working full time or something. So literally, we're doing it during the weekends and just small crew. Yeah. Not sure how well that film did or how known it is. It's probably one of his lesser rated, but
Yeah.
I think it's just really interesting how he got his start and just like kind of made it happen. And then we get Memento, which is like that more
His breakout
film that people
remember.
Yes, probably his.
And Guy Pearce, I think, was that not his breakout role? I honestly can't remember him in anything prior to that.
Yeah. And then next, Insomnia. Have you seen that one?
Okay.
But
Wait, is that Robin Williams?
I don't know.
Oh.
I haven't seen that one of her. It's one of his earlier ones. But then
I've heard of it. I have not seen it.
Yeah, we get the Batman, Prestige, all of those things.
Oh, the Prestige.
What are some of your favorites though?
Inception, The Prestige, The Odyssey immediately jumped on that list.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Before I saw The Odyssey, I think my top 3 was Inception, Prestige, and Memento. But then, like you, I watched Interstellar and was like, and so that's up there again. But definitely, it never changes. Prestige and Inception, yes, and then The Odyssey is on there now.
Inception is probably one of my top. Slick gave me 10.
It's number 1.
What's his name? The guy that's not Leo. You call him Jiggle.
Jake Gyllenhaal. No. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah.
I loved him in that. Where is he at?
JGL.
Yeah, because need him to do more stuff. I loved him in that.
Yeah. Did you ever see that movie where him and Bruce Willis were? I forgot the name of it. He was like the young version of Bruce Willis's old version, and they were.
Oh, that's
you know
what
I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, it's good. You should see it. You would love it.
Okay.
I can't think of the name. I'll figure it out.
But yes, I love I like Spy, a good spy, and I feel like that's too why I like Tenet.
And Cillian Murphy was in that.
What?
Inception.
Yes, he was. His crew. Yeah, we're gonna get to his people. Oh my goodness, Tom Hardy.
His people. Tom Hardy in Dunkirk.
Like, that too. British Tom Hardy. I can get so.
I don't like Venom Tom Hardy.
I know, and so what's funny is, because that's what I know Tom Hardy is. I knew he was in Batman. He played Bane. And so I kind of seen that, whatever. And then Venom, and I don't want to say looks gross.
He's just grungy and
and I'm just like,
because remember he played that movie with Reese Witherspoon and Chris Pine.
Okay.
Where they were like fighting for her affection. You don't remember that?
That was him?
Yes.
But just Venom, which I was just like, But girl, Inception, British Tom Hardy, and I was like, is he really British? He is. So British Tom Hardy, I can give it. And then Tom Hardy in Dunkirk. I was like, okay, I can see. I'm like, Tom Hardy.
I'm like,
the
end of his movies are so epic. It leaves you with just wonder, conversation. Because I still don't know. Inception, what's your verdict?
Oh, it's real.
Yeah, it's real?
It's not a yes.
It's not a dream?
It's not a dream.
Oh, okay.
Because, and I looked it up too, and so apparently the kids are wearing different clothes and they were aged. Like, those are different kids than different ones at the beginning. And if you look too, I'm like, okay, yeah, the kids are older. So it's not a dream, because if it was, it's because he didn't know what they would have looked like now. So obviously, and also that's not his totem, that's his wife's totem. So
okay,
it's not a dream. I don't think it's a dream.
Okay,
I think it's real. I think he made his way back, and British Tom Hardy, man, him in Inception.
Tom Hardy.
I know.
Okay,
like when he popped up,
I don't want to jump ahead because I feel like you're going in order. So I'll save my Dunkirk until. Like, what else did you want to?
I mean, love Prestige too. Is Christian Bale all these British people? Love the accents. I'm like, I need to see what he sounds like in real life, because that thick accent.
Yeah.
But one thing I was gonna say, I feel like what kind of ruined it for Interstellar and almost slightly ruined it for The Prestige is, especially after watching Tenet, kind of knowing like the twist in that. when I watched Interstellar at the very beginning, I was like, oh, I know the twist. And with the Prestige, I was like, oh, this is where we're going. But I mean, the Prestige still held me on because there was a part where I was like, maybe it's not what I think it is. But at the end, it was what I thought it was. But I did question myself a little bit. But
Wait, you told me what you thought it was, and that wasn't right.
in the Prestige,
Yeah,
I did not tell you what I thought it was. I thought what I thought it was. I was like, oh yeah, because it is a double in this. Yeah, spoiler alert for the Prestige. I was like, because when Scarlett Johansson kept saying like, he's using a double, he's using a double.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe he really.
But did you know the double was his twin brother?
They never said they were twin brothers.
Okay, you know it was him.
What do you mean?
Playing both characters.
Oh, yes, I know that.
That's why they were twins.
But in the movie, they never said that they were twin brothers.
That's why they were twins.
They never confirmed
exactly. He leaves you thinking.
No,
but yeah, The Prestige was a fun watch for me back in the day.
Yes,
I loved it, and I loved Hugh Jackman.
I know.
Yeah.
I was about to ask. We'll get to this. I do have a question for you, and I'll give you options. Oops, sorry. I kicked the camera. Okay, the Interstellar. Like I said, I feel like with that, it just because, like I said, the Prestige. While I knew the twist, I kind of was like, maybe not, and it still kind of kept my interest. But Interstellar, I knew the twist, and it just lost me with the space. And there was probably for me personally, a little too much space jargon, science jargon, knowledge, save the world. This and
did you like Project Hail Mary?
Yes, I think Ryan Gosling helped that with that.
Okay, because I mean, talk about space jargon,
but that
save the world.
made more sense to me.
Okay.
And Interstellar, it was just too much in the plan A. That's just my take. It was just for me, and I'm not a huge not science. I do like science.
Space.
Yeah, the space. Just like with gravity, can I get too much space for me? But and then, like I said, knowing the twist. So now that whole time, I'm just kind of like, okay, I know this is how it's going to end. Let's get there. But with all that said, I mean, I still appreciate his what he does and his style and all of that. But yeah, so let's get to his style. Well, for one, we talked about the non-linear storytelling.
Yes, that's my favorite thing.
Yes, he really kind of plays with narrative structure. We see that in Memento, The Dark Knight, Inception, Dunkirk, Tenet, even in I haven't seen Oppenheimer, but I think it goes a little back and forth with time. I really find that as a fascinating storyteller. Even in the Odyssey, we're kind of jumping through time as we go through this journey. And I really, not only is his style, but I just love that, the way he does that and tells story, because it really, I feel like for one, makes the character well-rounded, and especially thinking of the Odyssey, you get a lot of the emotion and kind of seeing like, why is this way? I guess that makes sense. What are your
No, agreed. Like, I can appreciate that type of storytelling because, like, last year when I was on my whole weird horror movie,
I'm like, what?
Like a lot of the best things about some of the things that I watched, I realized that was my favorite part, the non-linear storytelling. It just made it so much more interesting. You got way more invested with the characters, and that's something too that in a lot of these TV series in the last 10 years. They do that. Like, This Is Us, you get this moment in time and then they go back. And even I
do kind of like that. It's
further
like,
back and Lost. And you don't realize like how impactful that, is until you're like, watching something. But yeah, that's probably one of my favorite things as far as Christopher Nolan's technique. And like you said, it was so impactful in the Odyssey. Like,
yes.
The Odyssey.
And even just in the spy thrillers, kind of like Tenet and Inception, just how it's really... Because in those, he's like really playing with time.
Yeah, and you have to pay attention. It's the puzzle.
Yes, and it's time to where it's mixing, like time travel almost, basically, kind of.
And I love a good time travel movie.
Oh yeah, Back to the Future.
That's my favorite thing.
I feel like one of my favorite things that I really admire him about is his use of like practical effects over CGI.
Yes.
Especially on something as wide scale as the Odyssey. They shot on location, like they traveled all around the world to get those shots.
And it paid off because the boat scenes with the storms.
I know, and just like those actors, they were put through it. But honestly, I mean, it's craft, it's their work, and just it makes it more real sometimes too. Literally,
like you forget that it's but it
looks so real. Even in Dunkirk, I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Oh, I cannot Dunkirk. So in the Odyssey, there was a scene where I didn't watch because it sounded disgusting. Can you guess?
The Trojan horse.
No.
When he said they had poop on each
Oh
other.
my goodness! Speaking of poop, wasn't that
in Dunkirk?
I was like,
and I was
but
like,
I mean, they gotta go.
Have you seen The Long Walk?
Yeah. But no, when the witch and
I did not watch.
I didn't watch it either.
The noises and
I wasn't sure what was happening. You know what I mean? And then I was like, oh, okay, she turned them into pigs. I wonder what that looked like because I didn't watch it. I just heard it and I was like,
Oh, that was bad. When I saw the first fake, I said, yeah, she was something else.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to watch Clayface.
I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna try.
Yeah,
but yeah, during the trailer, I was since we're on the Odyssey, I do have a question. You asked about my take on Inception. What is your take? I think I asked you this, like off mic, off camera, whatever. Was Zendaya really Athena?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
Like, I think that was his guilt and obsession messing with his head.
And like his conscience.
His conscience, yeah. And he 100%.
wanted it to be Athena.
Yeah, no, it was not. And because I got so confused, I'm like, wait a minute.
I know, because like when they like beheaded her, spoiler alert for Christopher Nolan, honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of cut to them beheading the statue of Athena. Yeah. So I was like, well, maybe it was a symbol, but also I'm like, maybe she was like a girl that they killed in that, you know, when they were, you know, what's the word, just pillaging whatever, coming through the town. And now he feels guilty over, because like he was questioning, like, what did we do? We won the war, but like at what cost? Like everything we stood for kind of got thrown out the window, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, maybe and they kept saying like, you never know who's a god in disguise. So maybe he's like, what if she was a god? And you know, I think his brain turned her into that.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I just thought that was very interesting. That character scene at the end, I'm like, is she really Athena? But yeah,
I love when they went to Hades and he had to face the soldiers. Like, talk about
that was Agamemnon. I thought that was very
even before Agamemnon, but what's her name's character? Yeah, his character.
Yes.
What is his name?
Elliot Page.
Yeah.
That was very because it's like, should you have told him? But then it's like, we need you to believe.
We need you to you got to believe that it's real. And it's funny how I was like, in the beginning when it started, I was like, wait, what's this? Because I totally forgot about the whole Trojan horse thing. But did you ever read the Iliad in school?
We read one of either the Odyssey or Iliad or both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The Odyssey, so
good. Girl. What did you read it?
The Odyssey, yeah.
Yeah. What is your take on like people are like, this isn't the Odyssey? Because
it's really entertainment. Chill out.
I do too, and I feel like I'm the type of person too where I'm like, an adaptation, if it's like 1-to-1, then what's the point of? Like, I like it when an adaptation says something new and does it like for a reason.
Yeah.
Just like, and it's weird because like with say Disney and their new doing stuff as live action, they change a little bit. Some people are like, oh, you change it too much, but then when they don't change it,
they're complaining. Yeah, because I was a big like complainer of Lion King. Like, it's too the same.
Yeah, see, I'm a person like, I want you to change something because then what's the point?
Yeah,
but I mean the point is money, but also I like storytelling, so give me something that adds to the story a little bit more, different interpretation. So I'm not mad at it because it's his take, it's his interpretation,
and it's fine. Especially it's not like the other interpretation goes away and it doesn't exist anymore. Like if you don't like it. I love though, and this is kind of speaking to Dunkirk, like when a director can take a moment in history and just make it entertaining and interesting. That's the same way I felt about the series on HBO. I think it was HBO Max, Chernobyl.
You mentioned that.
So good. And it really happened. It didn't happen exactly like that. You know, some of the people that, you know, they told stories just based on like all of the information that they had, letters and things like that. But still, you get the gist. Overall, this is what happened. But it, like I said, it just makes it that more interesting and entertaining.
With Dunkirk, one thing I was thinking of, because someone even said that, is like the fact that he can take something that you know exactly what's going to happen and how it ends up, but still make it entertaining. And same with the Odyssey, I feel like.
Yeah.
And with Dunkirk, I really like how we see, because you know one of the tactics that they used were the little ships.
Yeah, wasn't that a powerful moment?
Yeah, but I like how we see a perspective of someone like the guy and his son.
Yes.
And just that
Yeah.
dynamic. I love, they were one of my
Yeah.
favorites because he was like, we are part, we're going to help save him and take his son. And they want to be part of the war effort and help.
Yeah,
And
even though knowing, we may die, we're going into this.
Yes. And,
yeah, Dunkirk was a surprise.
Yes, like you said, it's a history moment. There's probably talk about it in school and things like that. And but I doubt you know into that side of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I doubt.
Well, you know what I do know and why I know?
What?
The Crown. Because Winston Churchill was a big.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying, talking about the person little boat experience.
Oh, yeah, totally.
One of the
and that made
civilians.
it interesting. Yeah.
To see that family, that father, son, and hear more of his story. He lost a son in the war.
Yeah.
But
I thought that scene where he was telling them what to do was so tough. The dad, when the fighter jet was coming.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh. And they were like, how do you know? Mm-hmm. Your guy, Barry Keoghan?
Barry Keoghan.
He's the same in everything.
You think so?
He has that.
I loved him in
That's the only thing he's been different in. But that weird Colin Farrell movie with Nicole Kidman,
Banshees of Inisherin.
No, it's like a sacrifice horse something. It's weird. He's weird in that. He's not weird.
Like he just has this. Him in this, he was a little boy, just wanting to help.
He's just and he died a hero. Spoiler alert. Yeah, Tom Hardy. Oh man, that was so he pretty much knew what was going to happen to him because he saved them at his own sacrifice. Like, yep, I'm not going to make it back. And Kenneth Branagh, yes, I love him. Everything. Except Wild Wild West.
And then I saw another thing too that he does like putting musical artists. We have Harry Styles, David Bowie was in The Prestige, Travis Scott.
Yeah, he opened the movie.
I know. That was, and what was really funny, I told my husband that was going to happen, and he did not believe me. And I'm like,
and then here we are.
He's like, what is he doing in this movie? I'm like, I literally told you it was going to be the movie. And
oh no, now you got me wanting to make another list of all the people, the musical people in all of his movies.
Who else we have?
I don't know. I have to look at them and go back.
I know. I was wondering. There was one guy in Batman. I'm like, is that? I don't know. I have to look. But yeah, again, talking about time, this kind of says time as a narrative. I remember you was
time as a character. Yeah.
What movie did you say that about?
That's a good question because I literally wrote it here. I mean, Inception, Tenet. What movie did I say this about? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like it can be relevant to most of his work.
Yeah. Like we see here, like we said, Interstellar for real, kind of
Interstellar,
time relativity. We have Dunkirk, who does different time scales, like kind of happening at the same time. Because that confused me too when the kid we were following met up with Cillian Murphy, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was like, is he a twin? I got confused.
Yeah.
I had to
so he's not necessarily he's not following linear time, which is interesting. But yeah, I do like a good movie you have to pay attention to. They were going to, but I don't think they.
I thought he drowned.
He might have drowned.
Yeah, they didn't untie him, and he tried, and then.
Oh no,
that was sad. I mean,
was so sad. Harry Styles. I didn't like his character in that.
What was his name?
I have no idea.
Okay. The main guy, though, I liked him.
I did too. I'm like, what
else has he been in?
He was on some show. A show they haven't seen.
I looked it up. That's one thing I can appreciate about Prime. The trivia, the cast, I love it. Isn't it sad though? 40,000 troops. They only needed 30. Like they lost 300,000, right?
No, he saved 300,000.
He saved 300,000. He was trying to save 30, and they ended up saving 300,000.
Yes.
Yeah. So they lost. Yeah. And honestly, it would have made a difference in the outcome of the war because they wouldn't have been able to fight back home because that's where they were going next.
Yeah, I'd be traumatized. I'm like, you want us to fight again? No,
and they went home thinking, they're going to be so disappointed in us.
Yeah, because it's always say evacuation. But it's like, I love the camaraderie. And they're like, y'all are
the what?
Camaraderie. Yeah. That they were trying to save their guys, and
Dunkirk definitely makes me want to watch Oppenheimer, and I know, but like we said, I knew it was going to be a time thing, but just again, a moment in history that we know
a little bit,
just to see him, because like I said, he had some beautiful moments in Dunkirk where you're just like, and it's just
I know I loved it.
yeah, it was good. I'm glad we watched it. That was like a last minute. Let's do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I want to watch another one. And then again, his ambitious scale with just everything's thematic and big. He does the IMAX.
Yeah.
And so I just really appreciate that he goes for it. And I think, he even does like 3 years in between each movie,
Yeah.
if that, like he's not like boom, boom, boom.
Mm-mm.
And
Because it's a
so,
lot.
yeah.
And he knows we're going to be talking about it 3 years later. We got time. That's how good they are.
We specifically,
Yeah.
our podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
So yeah, he just is one of those people that take filmmaking seriously, and I just really admire that and appreciate it. And then one of the two talks about kind of like the main character use. A lot of people do talk about how his main character is kind of not usually someone you root for, I guess, like with Oppenheimer for one. It's like
that moral
and
complexity
even Odysseus,
thing.
people talk about him, like he is a great man, but also he has his issue or whatever, like the great man complex,
He shows
kind of like where it's like, what have I done? Oppenheimer, a smart guy who, did this big thing, but then it's like, same thing is like, what have I done?
Yeah.
At what cost?
I like the time that he takes for us to see like people that wrestle with the consequences of their actions.
And even I think too, if you think of The Prestige, like Hugh Jackman's poor character, he became obsessed.
Yes.
And
that's another
it
Christopher Nolan theme: obsession, sacrifice, identity, time.
Like,
hey, that's what I would tell somebody that's never seen Christopher Nolan.
Wait, say it again.
No. Identities, sacrifice, obsession, time.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, you should put that on the. You will.
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think he just can keep the audience engaged, and it's exciting. Great moments. Okay, his people.
Oh, his people.
The composers.
Mm-hmm.
We have Hans Zimmer's one he uses a lot with, Dark Knight, Interception, Interstellar, Dunkirk.
Mm-hmm.
So
wait, definitely... can I say his cinematographer?
Okay.
Hoyt van Hoytema.
Yes, literally all of his.
All of them. Oscar winning. Like. Yeah.
Great cinema. Who's that man? I can't remember. There's another cinematographer I like that worked
with
Steven Spielberg. I can't remember. But I remember, never forget John Williams.
Yeah.
But Hans Zimmer's another good composer. But on the Odyssey, it was the guy who just won for Sinners, Ludwig.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing that.
He's about to get him another Oscar.
And is
that bow pluck? I'm telling you.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see it this weekend. Okay. And then his wife.
Yes, producer.
When I first saw her name, I thought Emma Thompson, but no, Emma Thomas. Yes.
And then we have a lot of actors we see again. Cillian Murphy. Yes. He was in the Batman Begins, Dark Knight. I would say the Batman, that's Robert Pattinson's one, Batman Begins.
Yeah.
But yeah. And Inception, I liked him in that too. His eyes, oh my goodness, I did not realize
he scared me. The first movie that I think I was aware of him was the oh my goodness, 8 days later, 28 days. He was in the first one.
Okay, I've seen that.
And then after that, the next thing I saw him in was Red Eye, and then I was like, who is this guy?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So yeah, definitely, and he's even went to lead one of his movies, Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Michael Caine. He's in everything. I love him. When he showed up in Inception, I was like, what are you doing here? But yes, was in Alfred and all the Batman series he did. Prestige, loves him in that. Inception, showed up in Interstellar. I forgot he was in Tenet and then Dunkirk. So I'm like,
I didn't catch him in Dunkirk. It must have been so quick.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
I don't think he was in Dunkirk.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe you were thinking of Kenneth Branagh.
I was not thinking of Kenneth.
Oh, okay.
Now I gotta look it up.
And then you said the guy from Bridgerton was in Dunkirk. I didn't see him either.
The guy who played Benedict Bridger. He was at the beginning. One of the people was like, "Nope, British only, British only."
Oh, okay. Dunkirk moved so fast, and there were so many people. Yeah, it was a lot, but it was so good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was the uncredited voice cameo.
Okay.
I'm gonna say they showed him on there. I thought I saw it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love seeing him pop up. Tom Hardy.
Oh,
that was a nice surprise.
My bad.
In Dunkirk.
Tom Hardy.
Not the yawn.
I know.
I do want to ask, and I mean, I guess Christian Bale for the Batman series, but that's a series.
And
So
the
I guess.
Prestige.
Oh right, yes, he did do that. I do want to ask. I have two questions. I don't know which one I should ask first, but I'm gonna ask this one first. Who is your favorite Nolan leading man? Not leading
Oof.
man, but Nolan actor, male.
Um.
Do you want me to give you options?
Yeah, give me options because
Okay,
some people
Cillian
play in
Murphy,
most things, some people play in one
Cillian
thing.
Murphy, Tom Hardy,
Mm.
Christian Bale. We'll throw him in there,
Mm.
and I'm gonna throw Robert Pattinson in there.
Mm. I don't know why I don't like him.
What?
Oh wait, I do know why. Wait, was he bad in Tenet?
No,
he
the
wasn't.
protagonist.
That's right. Oh yeah, literally.
I love that. Part.
Those are the choices. No Matt Damon.
What else has Matt Damon been in as Christopher Nolan?
Interstellar.
Fine, if you want for Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. I mean, if I would have to choose somebody, see, that's the thing. Leo was only in the one thing.
Yeah. I'm liking Robert.
I don't.
And
Christian Bale. If I had to choose. Matt Damon.
Mike died. Oh.
Yours did?
I think so. I'll say like.
Oh no.
Yeah, I guess it's fine. I'm liking Christian Bale. I did also want to ask. So a lot of people were with the Odyssey. A lot of people were saying, "What if there was a different lead?" You know, that could have brought something a little
like who?
Well, some people said, "What if maybe Cillian Murphy, a Leo, or a Christian Bale?" And I thought those were because I mean, with Odysseus, there's a lot to bring to the table.
Yes.
And I feel like I really like the Christian Bale conversation because I feel like he could have brought what we needed from Odysseus in like the war aspect,
yes,
the struggle and the guilt. But the thing I feel like that Matt Damon really brought was the charisma between him, especially between him and Penelope.
Okay, you said exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. Thank you. Christian Bale, I would have not.
Yeah, but that love story, I believed it. I loved them together.
Leo was like kind of for the same reasons as Matt Damon. I could see that more so than Christian Bale.
I think
because he can do both.
Charisma as well. But Matt,
but Matt Damon,
screen, he brought it.
He did, and the older man of it all made it better because Odysseus.
Christian Bale is older.
He is older, but Matt Damon is older, like a dad older. I think so.
Christian Bale played a whole dad in the Thor.
Yeah, but movie. That was different. But yes, I just feel like
he played a whole dad in the Prestige.
I knew you were going to say that. Still, I don't know. It's just the young, old Odysseus, Matt Damon. Yeah. Like I bought all of it.
What do you think about Tom Holland's performance?
Forgettable.
And I honestly feel like I feel like it would have been better if he had a British accent. I feel like they should have done British.
Why didn't he?
I think the main reason is I don't think Matt Damon could do a British accent. I think that was the reason. Because if you have him be British,
Matt Damon, come on.
That's what I'm saying. Could have had a Christian Bale. But I think if you have Tom be British and Robert be like everyone who is British be British, you have to have Matt Damon be British. And maybe Anne Hathaway. Well, honestly, I feel like Anne Hathaway could get away with it.
Yeah.
Maybe she married him and came there. But
wow, you just ruined the movie for me.
No, but I'm just honestly kidding. Just felt like
it's just the continuity of it all. You had to kind of, like you said, keep up with.
Yeah, because I feel like Tom was missing something, and I feel like his
we've seen better. Yeah,
and I feel like it made him more boyish. But that was also the point of it.
That was the point because nobody really.
Yes, it's very unfortunate for him because I want more for him. But honestly, with this new Spider-Man, I think he can elevate more.
Absolutely, he had moments. What about Timothy? You think Timothy would have been better?
No.
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 You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Girl, have you seen Dune?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Do I remember it? No. I've seen both of them.
That's the thing. Thinking about Dune, Timothy Chalamet is.
I think Timothy would have. See, the thing is, I think Timothy would have been too hard.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, girl, Dune.
And like I said, the middle part with Tom, it made sense. His mom, like, giving him the business and all that stuff. And I was like, you don't understand, you're just a boy. But then at the end, we're supposed to believe he's going to be king. I'm not there.
Yeah, that part. Yeah. There's like a gap.
He lost me. I'm like, I don't think he's ready for that yet.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Y'all pushed him down a little bit too much. I don't think he had time to level up a little bit quite yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, looks wise, great. Okay, I want to get into the conversation with The Dark Knight. So,
wow, it's been forever since I've seen those.
Really?
Yes.
You should have rewatched them.
Well, you should have told me. You just happened to rewatch them because y'all did a thing and y'all
First of all, we're doing a Marvel thing. No, I rewatched them for the purposes of this because I wanted to talk about this, and I'm very into superhero movies. And
well, duh, of course. But let's talk about The Dark Knight.
Yes. Well, I just find it interesting because I think, let's see, Dark Knight came out 2008. That's when we get Iron Man, but so it's around the same time. But I think before then, superhero movies, and even sometimes now, are considered not real movies.
Yeah.
And they're definitely not prestige or whatever. And just for blockbusters, fun, making money, excitement, bang, bash, action. But then, of course, we get The Dark Knight. We get 8 Oscar nominations. You get the iconic performance from Heath Ledger, and just really how he dealt with those themes. You know, again, you get that practical CGI, and so I really feel like it pushed superhero movies into the conversations of being. I don't want to say prestige because I still know if they're prestige, but
yeah,
to being taken seriously.
Yes, because this was the first time I never considered Batman a superhero movie, the Dark Knight series.
Exactly.
It definitely separated it for me. And again, Batman, I love Batman. Michael Keaton's my favorite Batman, but it was completely separate because it was
Have
more.
Have you seen The Batman with Robert?
No.
You should watch it.
Who did it?
Robert?
No, the director.
I can't remember his name.
Robert. You know, honestly, you're not the first person that said that to me, and I had been planning to watch it. I'll watch it. But yeah, I do agree with that. It became for a superhero movie. You kind of, I didn't watch it with that lens because of the way. And number one, the first one started with like the origin of, you know, everything that what's his name, Bruce Wayne went through, and then his training with the Liam Neeson's character. I forgot their names or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I do agree. And then how many times has a superhero movie been nominated for the Oscars?
After that, then we get 2 nominations for Best Picture, with Black Panther and Joker. And so yeah, I feel like it just kind of, The Dark Knight started the conversation. It also kind of led to, because I think a lot of people are like, because it got 8 nominations, didn't get a nomination for Best Picture.
Yep.
Back then, remember, they're only doing 5.
They're only doing 5.
Now they did 10 to open it up for more blockbuster type movies than even your occasional superhero movie.
Popcorn movies.
Ooh.
You've never heard that?
No.
I heard that the first time I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about how F1 and they kept calling it a popcorn movie. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So there are those movies that.
I like that. Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, and like I said, I'm the person, I enjoy superhero movies. I honestly enjoy what they do and what they say. And I feel like because I feel like a lot of people sometimes too watch them or just not even watch them and just like, it doesn't mean anything. But even with some of I know MCU's had its hit or miss, but there are some that are really diving into like complex themes, complex topics. And I feel like these characters as a whole are complex and interesting, especially Spider-Man. I feel like one reason he's so beloved, for one, you have that quote, with great power comes great responsibility. And he is this guy trying to balance being a guy, sometimes being in school, whether it's college or high school, you know, we follow him through that, trying to balance a job, trying to balance a love life. And, you know, it's interesting. In the X-Men, you get the larger themes that represents, but also the soap opera drama connection between everyone. And so I think before even The Dark Knight, you know, that there are stories that could be taken interesting and considered real movies.
Yeah.
But I like how The Dark Knight opens up the conversation for other people to look and be like, oh, okay, maybe these are talking about something. Like I said, you get those other now superhero movies have been nominated for Best Picture. But I wanted to ask, like, do you think that The Dark Knight is kind of responsible for this and eventually the MCU being taken seriously, or other like superhero movies? Like,
I mean, saying that, I don't really have a take, but the way that you present it, I could see that. I never thought about it that way, honestly.
Okay. What are kind of like, so like I said, to me, I feel like The Dark Knight kind of paved the way. What are some other films well, you might not know, but do you like films that kind of that people think of like Black Panther that got nominated for Best Picture, Logan, even Joker? Do you think those films?
I did not know Logan was nominated for Best Picture.
It was not.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm saying like films that are considered more critically acclaimed. Superhero films that are considered more critically acclaimed. Logan is like one of those.
Yeah.
Do you think that those would still exist in like the form that they do without The Dark Knight?
And there's so much to unpack to answer that. Like, who directed Logan?
It's not about who directed.
Well, I'm just saying, what made it?
That.
But see, Logan was like a superhero movie to me.
Oh, you think so? Okay, what about Black Panther?
No, that I mean, it was, but it was, yeah, it was.
Okay, but I'm saying still, the way like that these films, do you think they would exist in the form that they do as being considered more than superhero movies or more prestige and as real movies without The Dark Knight kind of opening up that conversation?
I could see where the conversation has a place, but the gap, like The Dark Knight was 2008. We're talking 20, 15 years later. Like what in between? Like closely after The Dark Knight, was there superhero movies that were like considered and part of the conversation?
Well, I mean, if you want to open it up, more
that's what I'm just saying. I've never thought about it.
Winning Best Animated,
yeah.
Super, like,
yeah, with that being its own category, I feel like it was more about the animation than the super. No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying I never thought about it, so I wouldn't think of it that way. But I can see where that has a place in the conversation. I wouldn't say that that's a wrong way of thinking. No, I get the contribution. I feel like it matters. Yes.
Okay, so do you think Nolan kind of gets credit for kind of elevating the superhero genre? Like, do you think he has like a contribution in that, or that?
I think he has a contribution.
You don't think people give him the credit? No, for that?
No. Okay. I don't even know if he would give himself the credit for that. I feel like he did that because that's what he does, and he's kind of moved on.
I think it's just different because I'm in this space. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I read up on like the comic books and the news and what's happening, especially mainly with the MCU and all their updates. So like I'm in a different conversation.
Yeah.
Different. Yeah. And so
I can respect that. I understand.
A lot of people that I hear from do kind of still point back to him for that. And like I said, it's interesting because that was my introduction to Nolan. I knew him as the director of those Batman series. I didn't know him for his other work. And so it's just interesting that he is someone who crossed over, I guess you can say. Which, like I said, that's what I knew him as. So yeah, I guess it just depends. But yeah, I do think that there is a world or part that he does. He gives that contribution for that and opens up the door. But like I said, I'm on the other side of it, of where I kind of do take superhero movies seriously and find them interesting as well as exciting and action and adventure, things like that. And whereas other people who are on the outside looking in might not, but can see how you can take superhero movies and make them more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I ask though, what do you think about the superhero fatigue now? Like, what is your take on it? Do you think someone like a Nolan should kind of come back, reset it a little bit, make a more serious superhero movie? Do you think it's still too much and not? You
asked me this question a bunch of podcasts. No. That's part of my answer. So that's what I'm saying. You asked me that question a bunch of podcasts ago, and my answer was yes. It was just so much, but it's kind of died down. For me, I don't have the superhero fatigue where I feel like it's just a lot. I feel like it's enough, and they space it out. Like everybody is literally waiting for Doomsday. You know what I mean? Like, and Spider-Man, like the space in between.
So you think their strategy's kind of working?
I think so.
They were doing like 5 movies a year.
They were, and that was too much. But yeah, I think so.
You think the MCU could still come back on top, kind of? Because it was rough. I feel like it was rough there for a second, and I feel like it's still up in the air because I feel like we won't officially know until Doomsday.
Yeah. Does Black Panther come out before Doomsday, or is it after?
I think Doomsday is next. Doomsday comes out in December.
Yeah, like I like the time in between because, like I said, when it was movies and TV shows, and it was just this storyline, that, and then this, and then the multiverse, and then it's a lot. And I'm like, wait, I'm confused. Let me go back and start over.
I mean, yeah. I was never out, so
yeah,
I'm here for it. So I'm kind of curious sometimes about your take because I know, yeah, different sides. Okay, so kind of back to Nolan. What would you say separates him from other directors that are like his peers working together?
Again, it's the experience. It's like he wants us to experience these big, grand stories with this. Not that other directors don't have great casts, but it's something very strategic about the way he cast his productions. He wants that to be just as big as the production itself, and it works. And then, like, even in the films, the moral complexity of it all. Like, I like, number one, trying to solve things, and then movies that leave me thinking, and people dealing with like the consequences of their choices. And that's a Nolan theme that I can think of in every movie that I've seen of
Who do you think
his.
got paid the most in the Odyssey?
I mean, I hope Matt Damon. Was it Zendaya? Do you know?
No, I don't know. But,
Girl, bye.
I do know that Charlize Theron though is one of the
Oh
highest
yeah,
paid actresses.
yeah.
And then also Zendaya's up there. And also I know, and I did see in Spider-Man. I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but I saw somewhere that I think she got paid more than like Sadie Sink, and she was only in it for like what, half the time Sadie Sink was. I think I think she got paid more than John Berthal and was in there more. But also, I mean, she's the highest paid actress.
I mean, it is what it is.
That's what I was telling Xavier.
You have your contract.
That too, and it's like it's money. Like, yeah, she costs more, but she's gonna bring you more money. Because there are some people that don't know nothing about Spider-Man, but are gonna go see it.
They're gonna go see Zendaya
because it's Zendaya. Same with, like I said, probably the Odyssey too. Not saying that he put her in there specifically for money reasons, but she probably got paid more than someone that might have had a little bit more screen time, but she is more, like she's worth more than Tom Holland. Money wise, she is worth more because she has other things going for her, especially when you put in the fashion component as well.
Yeah.
She can promote a movie.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just think that's interesting too. I'm pretty sure it might have been Matt Damon, but also I'm curious how it dispersed because, like I said, that's an expensive movie.
Yeah.
With all the people in it.
Did you see that thing on Instagram where it says we paid Matt Damon $1 billion to find his way home, and then it has Saving Private Ryan, Interstellar, The Martian,
wow,
The Odyssey.
Yeah, honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it costs like $200 million for paying all the people, and so someone's like they made their money back like in the first week.
Oh yeah,
their money back for all the actresses and
for
stuff.
the salaries.
I'm like, here's how much Charlize Theron got.
Their own.
Yeah, I'm like, is it Theron or Theron? For her 8 minutes of screen time. But yeah, and then also especially when you win an Oscar too, because I think Anne Hathaway's won an Oscar because I'm like, yeah, so. She was probably up there too. Your stock goes up. Did you see the Michael B. Jordan trailer?
Thomas Crown Affair?
Yeah.
Have you seen the original?
No.
I have a hard time with those, but I'm sure it'll be good.
But yeah, I was curious what he was doing next. But okay, do your own thing. Okay. Nolan. What is your favorite Nolan film and why?
It's not the Odyssey because it's new, but it's the Odyssey. But it's really Inception. Like, yeah.
A Spy, I can get with it, but I probably have to say Tenet.
Of course, you would say Tenet. Yeah,
that's my.
They're kind of like the same movie, but different. You know what I mean? So, and knowing us, I get it. Inception is my Tenet. Tenet is your Inception.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, Leo is great when he gets those great roles. Like that was some of his best work.
You didn't like him in what we just watched, One Battle After Another?
I didn't dislike him.
Did you like that movie?
I didn't dislike it. I liked it more as it went on and more was revealed. It was like two different movies from the beginning to the end. And then once I got to the end, I'm like, okay, I can appreciate it. Yes. Yeah. What is your favorite?
Tenet.
Oh, we just decided
that.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say I'm trying to think because I asked you this with Spielberg, and I'm just wondering if I'm trying to prepare myself for your answer.
Oof.
Okay, so someone has never seen a Nolan film before. They're like, "Who's this Nolan guy? I don't know about him. Where should I start? What film are you telling them to watch? Ooh, you want to get into Christopher Nolan? You don't know?
Yeah, no,
Not
no.
the
I'm gonna
Odyssey.
do not the Odyssey, but
Are
just
you
like
gonna
I
do the same
did.
thing?
Yes.
Do you like science fiction? Okay.
Yeah, I
Whatever.
mean, do you
Okay.
like science fiction, or history?
History.
History.
Mm-hmm.
Dunkirk.
Okay. I'm curious. I feel like we need to see Oppenheimer to
And then
really
yeah, we
answer.
definitely And then like if you said science fiction, I would have follow-up questions to differentiate between Interstellar, Inception, or
Yeah, I feel like Inception and Tenet are more spy. Like I guess like if you
yeah,
like spy
but I'm not
thrillers.
finished. Like I said, well, I'm just saying that's how I would get to that because you can't
What
just
if
say.
someone said, "I don't know, I just want to watch something"?
Then I would tell them to watch Inception.
Okay.
Yes, some of his best work.
Mm-hmm. Do you think which film do you think is underrated?
The Prestige.
I
I've
agree. I
always
feel like I
thought
don't
that.
hear enough about that.
No, I mean it just happened so like the time
Mm-hmm.
of it all because when people look back, they're like Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale and Scarlett Johansson.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Batman, Wolverine, and Black Widow.
Right, but when it came out, they weren't them, and so it was just like. But it was a great film.
I was not here for that.
She's done it quite a few times though.
What else?
Jojo Rabbit.
Was that British?
Or German?
Yeah, I don't know.
Natasha, Russian.
She speaks.
Yeah, no. But I'm just saying when she's done it. She's done
Yelena.
British. Oh yeah.
Potatoes and small.
Yeah, there is.
I loved her in that movie.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
She is. I was going into these Marvel films, and again, this plays into the fatigue. I love. Well, I love the Avengers movies, and everybody's in it. But I do also like the solo ones where you don't know who is, and then who pops up, and you're just like. So yes, I was excited to see Natasha. I wasn't really excited to see. I was excited to see Bruce Banner.
You
was
know
not excited to see the.
How familiar are you with the Punisher?
I just remember the what's his name, the OG Punisher movie from back in the day. Why?
No, I'm just curious because if you're like Punisher, who's it? You know, some people are like,
No, I'm familiar with it.
Because you know this one is
they kill
from
his
TV shows.
Yeah.
So not a lot of people are into the TV shows. I mean,
I've seen the movie.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about this guy, this Punisher.
Yeah, so it's a different guy.
No, John Berthal is from the TV shows. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
About the movie. That's not the same actor.
So he plays the Punisher in the TV show. I didn't know that.
Yes, he was in Daredevil, and then they did the Defenders. I don't know what the order is. He might have had his own solo show before the Defenders. I can't remember.
In between the Accountant and the Accountant 2. Remember, he's his brother. You haven't seen the Accountant? You should watch it. Watch the Accountant. You will love it. Anna Kendrick is in it. Ben Affleck. Watch it.
Anna Kendrick.
It's so.
You
won't watch it.
But I do think it's interesting. It was funny. Some people's critique were like, "There's too many people, too many whatever." But then there's the same people that are like, "Well, he's in New York. Where's so and so? I thought they're in New York too. Why aren't they showing up?" Because also in the comics,
I thought Doctor Strange would make an appearance.
Right, but yeah, and in the comics, you get that because they are literally in New York, and people are like, "Why haven't the people in New York moved? Why are people still living in New York?" But
when he went to the bathhouse, I was like, "Is he at Doctor Strange's house?" I don't know who it was going to be. Yeah, my dude from that went to Jackson State.
Oh,
right.
Yeah. We were just talking about
I told Ashley, I was like, Ashley, so blah blah. Yeah, she was like,
I don't want to tell you he's in it, but
yeah.
Okay,
I love that.
Christopher Nolan. Top 5 greatest directors of all time.
Yes, and that changed after this journey. I didn't forget about him. I was just thinking about yes, because he's
top 5.
Yeah, and again, that just stems from like growing up with Spielberg. But I will say, the more we kind of dig into some of these directors, it could easily change because I love Spielberg, but he's not as relevant as Christopher Nolan. Disclosure Day, it was fine, but it wasn't an earth-shattering, ooh, Spielberg.
The Odyssey was? She drank the Kool-Aid.
I did on so many levels. Like, I told you, that's the movie I'm going to go see. Spider-Man Odyssey. Somebody give me a ticket.
You never see another movie ever again.
Don't do that.
Well, that was directed by Christopher Nolan. Yeah. Again, follow us on the Live Podcast Network. subscribe, show your support for us. We appreciate it. Thank you to all of our subscribers. Subscribe to YouTube at What We're Watching Podcast and follow us on Instagram at WWWatchingPod. And yeah, if you want to hear more, make sure you follow us. Let us know your thoughts on Christopher Nolan and stay tuned for our next directed by episode. Who's it going to be?
Who's
Do
it
I
going to
get
be?
to choose this time?
You get to choose this time.
Oh, then I already know.
Oh, I'm excited.
I will say it's my favorite female director.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay.
That'll be fun. And then I know who it is next time. You have no idea. Don't guess.
Nora Ephron.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah,
but
okay.
no.